Hopefully you can hear me and hear the game as well. I don't know, because my computer wouldn't play my recording file. So, good stuff. And nobody's in here anyway, so no one's gonna know. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get started in this. This is a first-person game, and it's based on that urban legend about a haunted house that has 100 floors or whatever. And if you get through it, you get your money back. And in this case, it's 1,000 rooms. So we are gonna see how this goes. Okay, Cross is in here, so that's good. I guess that means he can hear me too. And hopefully he can hear the game as well. I'm gonna go through this door this time. Now I have played the free-to-play version of this. This is the HD version, which is slightly fancier graphics. And you have to pay for it. But I liked the original so well I decided to pay for it anyway. Oh, the game's too loud. Hang on. I already cut it down some. Hopefully that's a little better. So, these early rooms in this game are just kind of empty rooms with little flourishes to them. Let's see, Kilithika? I'm not sure who that is, but it's probably somebody I know. Or it could just be some stranger. So yeah, sometimes there's eerie paintings that don't have any kind of defined features. Or there's windows, we can see that it's raining. So, most of the first 50-ish rooms are like this. The music gets a little creepy sometimes. Oh, and there's our first jump scare. Oh, ho, ho. Alrighty, we got some beds here. Oh, you know what I should do? I should also increase the volume of my voice. Oh, it's already turned all the way up. Well, fuck. I'm quiet, y'all are just gonna have to deal with it. Hopefully the game's not overpowering me now, but if it is, I can reduce the volume more. Because I know I'm not a very loud talker. Alrighty. Ooh, part of a skeleton, maybe. It's actually kind of hard to tell what that is. There are also little notes interspersed throughout the game. At first this place just seemed cute, but I've been here for days now. I'm feeling quite parched now, and I keep getting this feeling like I am being watched by something. This is not romantic at all. I agree. There's nothing romantic about this situation. So we're gonna keep cruising along. Usually you find that note later in the game, which is interesting, because at this point in the game you're not supposed to feel like, oh, this is gonna be spooky. You're supposed to be like, oh, it's gonna be dumb. But, yeah, we'll get there. And yeah, sometimes random doors are locked, just for no reason. You should find another door to go through. The geometry of the house doesn't make sense at all, so you can go in whatever door and you'll pop out some other door somewhere else, and you don't have to worry about going in a specific direction. You can just open the first door you come to, or the second or third. Doesn't matter a bit. But most of the time there's just one exit. Ooh, spooky painting. What? That was a little eerie. It's kind of dark, but yeah. Some beds. What we got in here? Another one of these rooms. That one's locked this time. And that one is too. So we'll go to this one. Okay. I usually just open the first door I come to because I'm lazy as fuck, and it's all random anyway. Oh, the skull that watches you from every angle. Not because it's a sprite, no. It's totally meant to be creepy. This is an interesting room layout. You don't see this one a lot. It's a little more uncommon. Or at least I've not seen it a lot. Like I said, it's random. I may have just not gotten that lucky before. But yeah, I've not played through this version of the game yet. I played the first 50 rooms just to try it out. I think I've gone up to 100. But yeah. I don't know, they won't let you pick up anything until later on in the game. So we are going along without picking up things. So yeah, a lot of the rooms get very samey, but I think that's intentional. I think it's to up the creep factor a little bit. You cannot climb ladders as far as I know. At least you couldn't in the original. Yeah, it looks like you still can't. Bummer, could have had a nap. You can't jump either. Spacebar just does the same thing as E. Oh, I got 2 of these this time. I'm going to the store instead. Well, it's locked. Okay, it's not. Almost to room 50. There's another odd painting. Oh, and there's more skeleton parts. Oh, another jump scare. Like, it's actually made out of wood and everything. It's pretty great. Alrighty, I'm gonna go this way. Like I said, it doesn't matter at all. So this is a save room. You encounter these every 50 rooms toward the beginning of the game, and it becomes every 100 rooms later on. Go ahead and save. Some encouragement for you there. Sometimes there's a note on this table, but there's not one this time. So I'm going to take the elevator down to the next section. It plays a nice little tune for you. Alrighty. I like the Resident Evil door transitions when you're going through the elevator. These rooms are interesting. Sometimes they have dead ends. Your draw distance is not far enough. That's not a problem with my computer. My computer is not anything fancy at all. I built it. The parts that are in it now are probably about 3 or 4 years old. But yeah, it's just a limitation of the game that you can't see terribly far. So like I said, the geometry of this house makes no sense. If this were an actual place, I would be coming right back to this same door. But since it's Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, that doesn't happen. This room type was not in the original version of the game. I only saw this one when I was playing a few nights ago. It's kind of unique and interesting. These rooms are neat. It's more evidence of the draw distance of a Nintendo 64 game. And I want to say that these are the people who worked on it. Oh no, these are YouTube peoples who played it and got it popular. Alrighty, I've got some static going on. Not sure what that is. I know there's a creature later on that does that, but I shouldn't be at him yet, so that may just be a weird room. I should be coming up on the first creature very shortly. He's actually one of my favorites because his music is so good. Yeah, it's definitely Lovecrafty and very strange and non-Euclidean. This was such a surprise that there would be another entry, another actual entry, one I could admire. But then as suddenly as it came, it left, and now you disband. Your influence and inspiration will never leave me. Oh, thanks, guy. Oh, there's another note. You know, let me just be going in circles. I am going in circles. Okay, that time it opened. That happens sometimes too. You'll have to get lost a few times. There's some bits later on where you have to solve like a little puzzle to get through them. Another jump scare. Those have actually gotten me a few times. Especially when you're later on in the game. Okay, we are coming up on the first monster here. This is usually how you tell he's around. These sticky pools that make you walk slow. It's a new note. Spouting, splashing, soaking. Innards ingest invoking. Nailing never stops the choking. Oh, and there he is. So we're gonna run. Yeah, I love this music for this creature. It's a nice little percussive beat. Oh shit. Ow. Well, that sucked. If I die, it'll take me back to room 50 where I last saved, but hopefully that won't help, or won't happen. Now these rooms are very interesting when you are being chased by a monster, because some of the monsters can float over the pits, so you have to kind of watch where you're running. This guy, I don't think he can. Oh yeah, he can. Boop. Boop. Shouldn't open my fucking mouth, should I? Oh shit. I just wanted to see where he was at. So yeah, you get a sprint, but it's pretty limited. It's that little yellow bar in the upper left. One above that is my health bar. As you can see, the smack that the monster gave me a minute ago is already gone. Already healed it back up, so it doesn't take long to heal back up. Some of the monsters later on can actually one-shot you, which is a pain in the ass, but you usually get a nice little cutscene when it happens. I don't think I've ever seen this guy's cutscene because I've never bothered to get killed by him. But I don't feel like it right now anyway, because I want to try to keep this moving. I'm running out of stamina here, so I'm going to have to try to conserve it. Okay. Yeah, this little drum beat, it just makes me happy. Alrighty. Oh, I guess we got away from him because his music stopped now. So, yeah, we'll see how this goes. I forget which one's the second monster off the top of my head. There's like 9 or 10 total. Good old ghosty. More skulls. Okay, these little computers are interesting. I have not seen the one in this version of the game yet. Okay, I just have to step up closer to it. So the specimen database tells you about the specimens. That was specimen 1. Oh no, specimen 1's the little cardboard cutouts. Never mind. Yeah, not very very effective against healthy subjects. So, kill you by heart attack if you're, you know, experiencing heart problems. Specimen 2, yeah, that's him. Physical tearing. That's interesting. He's killed 138 people. Oh, and back on Specimen 0, or Specimen 1 rather, he's killed 4 people, so, you know, probably more people than you've killed. A mostly semi-solid base specter that frequently changes matter states, prove very effective against weaker or slower subjects. Okay, Specimen 3, this is... I don't remember what... I think this one looked different in the original game. Some of them have different models for this version. Test specimen being developed at GL Labs. Should prove useful when released. Trials have shown it adequately effective to average subjects. Although the previous guy has killed more, so, you know. Specimen 4. Is this? Yeah, it's like a Japanese ghost girl. She's a interesting one. A 14th century spirit that was contained and relocated here. Tests have yet to reveal origins, but all relevant information has been placed into testing chamber. Proved effective, but not greatly more than previous specimens. Whoops. Wrong button. So yeah. I'm not sure how they reached the number of peoples killed, but I imagine Specimen 2 probably does kill a lot of unsuspecting people. Maybe after them, they get kind of used to it. Yeah, this is a little bit like, there's some SCP influence in this game, I think. I noticed that the first time I played it. Like having a database with individual specimens and that kind of thing. I never got super into SCP myself, but I did read several of them. A buddy of mine wrote one that was really interesting. I do not remember the name of it, but it was about like a hotel lobby that would... I don't remember exactly. It was way spooky. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, the few I've read are the classic ones. That's just a cup of coffee. Like, you know, the one that looks like a statue and poops everywhere and all those pretty regular ones. But it was a big deal back when I used to hang around on 4chan's X board. This is before 4chan became the armpit of the internet. Oh, here's one of those musical puzzles. Yeah. I gotta figure out which one to go through. Nope, so right, left, nope, right, forward, shit, right, okay. Let's do right again. Fuck it. Okay. One more time. Okay. So right. Yeah, Fatal Frame, you have a camera. There's a whole series of them. The second one was pretty good. My wife likes the third one a whole lot. I have actually not played that one all the way through. Shit. Right. I'm gonna try forward this time. Okay, that was it. But yeah, Fatal Frame, the original was very spooky. I liked it a lot. The second one was very good. I'm just very fond of the first one, so... Yep. Japan definitely knows how to do the fear thing. It's pretty good stuff. I'm very interested in horror from around the world. A friend of mine is very big into Italian horror, especially that, 1970s zombie type Italian horror. And that's very interesting stuff. I've watched a lot of Dario Argento myself, but otherwise I haven't delved too deep into the Italian horror subgenre. I have watched a lot of Asian horror, though. Oh, we got a note. I know something is following me, but I feel like I am prancing through the same rooms over and over. Hopefully leaving notes as breadcrumbs will prove I am making progress and reaching some destination. I just hope I don't run out of ink. I am dreadfully thirsty. Is he gonna drink the ink? Is that what I'm supposed to get from that? Always prancing through the rooms. Maybe if he just walked, that would be easier. Oh yeah, that was, Sleepless. What's the name of that one? Yeah, somebody gets killed with a clarinet. It's like in the first 5 minutes. It's pretty weird. So yeah, Specimen 2 is back. Yep, there he is. Oop. So I gotta deal with his pools of snot. Never seen Italian blaxploitation. That sounds fascinating. I'll have to ask my friend if he has. I have seen other blaxploitation movies, and that's a very weird genre. Oh, I'm at room 100 already. So much safe. There's no note this time. Kitty's in a box. That's always good. I got an Amazon order a few days ago that came in a pretty small box, and my cat is about 1.5 years old, and she decided she was going to sit in that box no matter what. It was pretty amusing. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about, is Brandon, who likes Italian horror films. He's a fan of them. This particular room style is very interesting because it has dead ends in it that you can't see because of the limited view. So I'm just gonna guess it's this way. I won't be able to tell. Okay, see, I wouldn't have been able to tell until like right here that it was the wrong way. Yeah, I knew you were Brendan. You got the same username on Blizzard. I've been playing a lot of World of Warcraft the last 6 months. I canceled my subscription this month, but I ended up buying a WoW token at the last minute, so I could continue to help my wife with things, but otherwise I don't really play it. I was in a raiding guild, and we did all of Ulduar, and they were working on Heroic, but I wasn't that into it. There's a new raid coming out next weekish, and it doesn't look all that fantastic either. But, you know, that's World of Warcraft. It has its ups and downs. Oh shit, that guy was right on top of me. Yes, that was Toast. That popped out at me. Yeah, some of them are not spooky, they're just kind of there. Okay, he's still following me, even though it's not playing his music anymore. I can hear him grunting. Oh yeah, Nostalria. My wife played on that one for a bit, and that's why she ended up getting back into the game, actually. Because it reminded her of how much she liked it. Like, I played World of Warcraft during vanilla. I started around 1.10 or so. It was the patch where they added Blackwing Lair. Like, I started, like, the same week that came out. And I played all the way up until right before Icecrown Citadel and Wrath of the Lich King. And then I stopped playing for 10 years. I came back over the summer. Started playing at the ass end of Legion. I had a level 63 Orc Shaman that I used to play on a server with my wife, but my main before was an Alliance Shaman. I had a Draenei Shaman. And, but I had this Orc Shaman that I leveled to 63 and then abandoned, so I picked him back up, and now he is my main. He's 120 Resto Shaman. I like to heal, so... Okay, so that's the same thing as I did earlier. This is one of these repeating ones. I don't know if there's something special I have to do or just keep trying. I think I just have to keep trying. Maybe there is something I need to do. I guess we'll find out in a minute. Yeah, I had a holy priest back in the day too. I was a dwarf priest back when they were necessary to raid. Although, I guess the Horde got away with it okay, because they didn't have the thing to do that. Alright, so we're coming up on subject 3. That's locked. Okay, this one's open. It looks like a poo. Nice. Ooh, creepy baby. And that one's broken, oh no! What's this? Subject 5 is growing more and more restless. Told Spook we need more funds for sedatives, and she just laughed and flew into the ceiling. Without more chemicals to keep these things docile, I'm not sure how much longer we can keep them here safely. And we go. I don't want that. I want the key card. Yes. Is this a door? No. Just making sure. Yeah, this seems very N64-ish. I agree. It's like got the colored palette that system had and everything. Okay, so I've got my key card now. Or would that be in there? In the previous version. I believe subject 5 is loose, the glass around its container is shattered, and I can hear clicking coming from the ceiling. I don't know what will happen now. If it is out and alive, then this is probably my last report. The clicking is getting louder now. So, there it is. Okay, yeah, they gave him a new look for this one. That's interesting. It's like a big centipede-y type critter now. Oop. He almost landed right on top of me. So, this guy's got the same strategy as the subject to the green monster. You just run from him. Some of the later ones you have to do more specific things, which I hope I'll be able to remember when I get there. Oh, I'm not running fast enough. Just trying to read the Twitch chat. So, we got a couple of spooky paintings in here that I'm not going to look at. I'm going to keep on running. And yeah, the color palette and things about the house change as you get deeper and deeper into it. About to hit 150, and I'm pretty sure there's a save room at 150, although it may start going to 100s now. Does this hallway not end? Kinda looks that way. Okay. Well, I don't know. Looks like I have actually gone somewhere, so... we shall see. I am not confident this is going to go anywhere. Build my stamina back up. Yeah, I think this is a waste of time. Yeah, that was definitely a shorter distance than I actually ran, so... Alrighty. More skeleton pieces? I don't know why I keep calling them skeleton pieces instead of fucking bones. Apparently, my vocabulary has decided to take a day off. Speaking of days off, I'm on vacation all this week, and I'm really happy about it. And I'm probably going to do some streaming another night. I want to do some streaming of a game that I purchased recently called Dusk. Huh. The original game didn't... Ink, not quite quenching my thirst, taste is terrible, stains are terrible. I don't think drinking it was a very romantic idea. But yeah, I don't remember seeing a note on any of the cardboard cutouts in the original, so that may be unique to this version. Or I may have just overlooked them. Which is entirely possible. Alrighty. Got 4 rooms to go. 3 rooms to go. We'll see if I was correct on it. Oh. Specimen 2 here. Now I have had monsters spawn in the room like right before the save room. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what happened here. So he can't follow us in here. Keep that blood pumping. Doot 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 doot. The original game had a bug where if you hit the shift key like you were going to run but didn't actually move, it would still drop your stamina by like a third, so you could just like stand in one place and hit it over and over again, run out of stamina. It wasn't very useful, but it was interesting. There was a bug that was useful in the original, and I've read that it was fixed in this one, and that was you get an axe later on, and you could basically swing it indefinitely because it didn't require that you have... It used stamina to swing it, but it didn't require you to have stamina to start swinging it. So when you ran down to the bottom of your stamina, you could just keep swinging it anyway. It made running hard, but... Ooh, walked right into that one. Alright, what's this? Found something today to satisfy my unromantic thirst. I woke today from a brief faint and found before me a bottle of red wine. Not sure what brand or year, for there is no label. All I gather is that it tastes strongly metallic. Well, if it's not from the spooky region of the spooky house, then it's just sparkling blood. I don't know where that gag came from, but it's kind of become a meme, and it's a bit of a goofy one. I don't think there's anything in any of these side rooms. I believe this particular one is always the same. Maybe a note somewhere though. Ah, shit. Oop, here's a note. Matsuri never came to class today. I hope she made it home okay. Alrighty. I think, yeah, you can go in this room. Could it really be true? I thought the fairy tales about the ghost that eats children who sneak in after class was just to keep us from disobeying, but Matsuri is still missing. Okay. That's all the doors. I don't remember stairs being down there. I'm just gonna continue on though, because I don't think there's anything I freaking direly need in any of these rooms. It's just some world building that Specimen 4? I think we're on 4. Is a Japanese schoolgirl who became a ghost. And now she's out to get you. Speaking of, yep, there she is. She has creepy music. Oh shit, and she can go through walls. That's an interesting thing about her. Shit. This music's different from the... Oh shit, that's gonna suck. Ow. I think she had different music in the original version of this. I don't remember for sure. This doesn't sound familiar. Yeah, my health's going back up pretty quick, which is good. And again, the strategy for her is just to run. So, like I said, she can move through walls, which is not super fun, but right now, at this point in the game, I'm mostly just wandering through straight corridors, so that's not a big deal at the moment. And I guess I got away from her because her music stopped. Apparently Matsuri is a word for a festival. Huh. I did not know that. And she's back following us again. She may just not follow me through the cloudy room. That may be why it stopped. Oh no. I always try to dodge those things and I usually never run into a wall. They don't do anything but stop you, but it's frustrating anyway. We got a bunch of straight hallways. Is she still after me? Yep. Okay. Just making sure. Hadn't seen her in a bit. I mean, I haven't really been looking either, but yeah. Now her music's gone again, so she may be gone for realsies. We shall see. Any of these monsters can come back up later in the game too. They introduce more, but you can still run into ones you've previously met. I don't think that was wine. Yeah, I'd call that a pretty good supposition. Alright, we're about at room 200. I like this, the You Are Here. Just kind of moving around. Playing on that Lovecraftian geometry we were talking about earlier. I'll go through this door, why not? Alright, we're gonna save again. Put a little, or keep a little pep in your step. Oh. You can do it, we can help. Papa John's. Very interesting. I think that may actually be what Papa John's looking like these days. I think he's gone into hiding. I love that he got kicked out of his own pizza company. That freaking amuses me. Okay. We'll go through this door. So yeah, we got a kind of a different aesthetic here. It's a little more dungeony. Some of the late game room styles are very interesting. Got another painting. This one's pretty abstract. Oh no, it's not. It looks like a light bulb hanging in a room with a door. That's not abstract at all, it's very concrete. Ooh. The noises for these things get more and more elaborate as you go on, and I find that to be cool. I think I remember this specimen. Yeah, got this very Silent Hill-esque area. And all the doors are broken, just like in Silent Hill. Okay, nope. The darkness is slowly consuming us now. I don't think our rituals will appease it much longer. How were we supposed to know this would happen? Oh, got another note. Ooh, big, like, tapestry made out of skin. That's cool. It's not really our fault. We just did what Mother has told us to do in this sort of situation. Fun and exciting notes in here. Here we go. Mother is not pleased with us, but how are we supposed to know that the girl wasn't pure? Uh-oh. Always make sure that your virgin is a virgin. Now, the concept of having a virgin sacrifice in magic apparently not a virgin sacrifice, but using a virgin in magic has to do not with whether or not they've, done the nasty, but whether or not they've been involved in a ritual before. So when they say to get a virgin for a magical ritual, apparently that's actually supposed to just mean somebody who hasn't worked on... That looks like a penis. Okay. I don't think there's anything in this corner, is there? Okay. What happens if I stand on it? Alright. Anyway. So yeah. In magic, being a virgin just means you haven't participated in a ritual before. So, now you know. Actually, I'm not 100% sure how accurate that is, because I think I read it on a Facebook meme. Okay, here we go. Ooh. And... yeah, this one makes all the walls and stuff act funny. It's pretty exciting. Also makes it really hard to see what you're doing. I like the music from this one too. Do you remember this music? Oh. She can just knock doors down. Yeah, she's got like a pyramid head-esque blade too. The Great Knife, or Grand Knife, or whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah, she very definitely resembles a Silent Hill nurse. Or one of the games, I believe it was the 5th one, Homecoming, had these mannequin-esque critters. Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. But yeah, eventually things will return to normal, but you can still see the outlines of doors, so... I think I may have lost her. Ooh, a brain, how spooky! Nope, notes. Yeah, that one does a lot of damage. And I also kind of stood around and let her hit me, which is not a good idea. I think I saw this one earlier. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, Room 250 is not a save room. I think this is when it starts. No, now that I'm thinking about it, I seem to remember it starting at like 400. So I should get a save room here in a few moments. Oh, that's the centipede-esque specimen again. So you're gonna run away from him. Yeah, that pop-out was a little bit creepier if I would have actually stopped to look at it, which I'm not gonna do. It's kind of a bloodied up skull sort of deal. Alright. Is that thing still after me? Probably. I think that's its music still playing, and there's still things on the ceiling, so yes, I'm gonna assume so. Damn it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's room 400 when the... Oh shit, now we got Specimen 2 after us. But yeah, I think it's room 400 when they start becoming save rooms every 100. Oh, there was a cutout on the ceiling, I didn't even see what it was. That was weird. Just all kinds of water heaters down here. Somebody really likes their hot showers. Alright. And we get to talk to Spooky again. Woohoo! I don't know, I think they look like water heaters. So yeah, we get a password now. You can use that to start at this specific room from the menu if you want. We got kind of an anime-ish portrait of Spooky. What's in the box? Look behind you. Oh, there's one of the creepy things I couldn't really look at earlier. There's Toast. Tree Stump. Looks like Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time. That's a cool painting. Ooh, got a note too. I don't know how much longer I can go on. I haven't seen any of my previous notes. That means either I'm getting somewhere or someone is taking them. It's me. I'm taking them. No, I'm clearly setting them back down, but yeah. It does look like Squidbilly now that you mention it. I enjoyed that show. It wasn't always great, but sometimes it was. I grew up in that generation that kind of constantly watched Adult Swim. I don't know if kids still do that these days. All you whippersnappers. So we got another You Are Here room, and yeah, you're not supposed to be able to read that map, so it's still useless. And we got more water heaters or training bags, as the case may be. I guess they're just actually things to wrap around these steel pillars. Presumably keep people from running into them. Alright, I guess Ghost Girl's after me again. Yep. Let's get a move on. I think it's either the next monster or the one after that you can't just run from. You have to... There's something specific you have to do, and I probably won't remember it until I actually see them. No, she can float across gaps, so I need to... Now, this is where this is gonna get fucking hard. I'm just gonna guess this way. Nope, that's a dead end. Fuck. And I'm out of stamina. Okay. Did it pop out of nothing? Kind of. Anyway. Alrighty. Should get another save room here shortly. So yeah, I am over 1/4 of the way through the mansion. Just good times. We'll go this way. Nope, that was actually a waste of time because both go the same way anyway. It's very spooky. I am spooked. Alright. I think this is my last note. I'm going to die having never found my escape. But really that's not true. This place was like my escape. My escape from everything else. In the end, my death kind of is romantic. Or is kind of romantic. Oh, we got another note. Just kidding. This place is finally starting to affect me. I've seen enough horror movies to know how to survive a simple ghost or two. But these monsters keep getting faster and stranger. Ooh. So spooky. Oh, we got a computer again. As far as I know, this modify house layout thing doesn't do anything. Yeah, it just has error. Alright. We got some new specimens here. Let's see. Okay, we already looked at that one. Specimen 5. Back up a little bit. This is the Silent Hill nurse looking thing. Creature found inside the church of a small town. Subject was lost after contact with the specimen. Current method of killing is unknown. Proved extremely effective against subjects with mental issues or weak wills. And they actually have a kill count that is higher than Subject 2 for the first time. Oh yeah, this is the one that looks like the dude from Majora's Mask, the mask salesman. A wooden life-size puppet found floating in a reservoir where a town had once been. Specimen is active despite appearance and has proved very effective on subjects who disregard it or have vision impairments. I want to say you have to keep your eyes on it all the time. I believe that's right. We shall see. Got a fan and a telephone that nobody ever answers.
Hello? Yes. Hello, hello?
Okay, well, somebody answers, but they never say anything. They just say hello a lot. It's apparently a reference to Five Nights at Freddy's. Got Mrs. Spook. Oh, you can actually play him. That's new. Let's try Mrs. Spook. Am I actually controlling this? I don't think I am. Yeah, I don't think I'm controlling this. I don't think I can back away. Oh boy. Well, let's see. Mall of the Spook? Sure. Okay, that's what I am actually controlling. Okay, I am apparently playing as Spooky and cutting people to pieces. Which is fun. If I remember correctly, none of these actually worked in the original version, so this must be yet another thing they added, HD version. This is unnecessarily violent. Just kidding, there's no such thing. And once again, it doesn't seem like there's any way for me to get out, so... Okay. Game over. Spooky cart. Alright. Okay. It's Not really a cart, it's more of a truck, but, you know, when in Rome. Oh shit. I think I just killed somebody. What happens if I drive into a wall? Nothing happens to me. Okay. I guess I keep going until my time runs out. I can run over trees. That's exciting. This reminds me of Rad Racer on the NES a little bit. I remember it had a 3D mode. If you actually had 3D glasses, you could play it that way. As far as I recall, that was the only 3D quote-unquote game on the NES. I thought maybe time would run out, but it was at 60 like a minute ago, and now it's just at 50, so I don't know. Or time's going much more slowly than I think it is. No, it resets. Oh, it probably resets if you crash a car. Yeah, okay. So I guess I just won't crash into any more cars so I can get out of this. Whee! Oops. Wasn't paying enough attention. Just trying to read the chat. Damn it. It bumped me back up to 50 seconds. I guess I could also just stop, but that wouldn't be very exciting. Oh, check out those polygonal wheels. Reminds me of the original Half-Life, when you get those valves and they're supposed to be round and they could not pull off circular objects back in that day. Yeah, I'm not able to walk away or anything, so I'm just gonna have to run the time down. I'll drive in circles. Hooray. Okay. That one's out of order. Oh, I got an achievement for that. Woohoo. Alrighty, 286. 287. Oh no, oh, it's got another note on it. In order to survive this house, I need to keep writing notes. I must do everything a central protagonist would do and hope this is one of those stories. Insert obscure horror reference that no one gets and misinterprets as instructions somehow. Alright, we got 11 more rooms to go. I'll go right this time. The last time I tried to go left and it screwed me over. Ah, it would have screwed me over this time too. These rooms are not always the same. They can very definitely be different. Got some more bones. Interesting. Got some water heaters. Oh, there's the centipede. Guess I better get my ass moving. Here we go. 2 more rooms. And save room. With a skeleton in it. Oh my gosh. I'm so scared right now. I'm gonna dance with it. Alright. Keep that blood pumping. Same thing as last time. Sometimes the posters are interesting. I'm just abusing the skeleton's personal space now. It's personal 2D space. Alrighty, we got another Resident Evil style door. It's another one of those rooms that should technically lead back on itself, but does not. I think we're about to come up on the next subject here shortly. It should be the Happy Mask Salesman. There's still a lot of creepypasta type references in this one. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I used to hang around on 4chan's X-board a lot. There's some fun and interesting stuff on there. I like the really classic creepypastas that are like a few paragraphs long and they still manage to creep the shit out of you. I actually have a text document somewhere where I have compiled ones that I enjoy. Is it a squeaking door or porn groan? It's probably a squeaking door, but I don't know. Can't open that door. I think I can walk through this one, yeah. So yeah, this is very Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask-ish. Even the music's kind of similar. Get a note here. But just afterwards he came running to the river crying and wailing that his children were being drowned. He dove into the river trying to save his possessions. The town people, bitter and still angry, watched him frantically thrash and dive into the river until he never came back to the surface of the water. No Sleep's a good time. I wrote a thing on there a while back, and they actually removed it because it was... One day a strange merchant came to town. He sold handmade puppets and trinkets, and all the children loved his store and his gifts, but the town couldn't support his store because the other shops were failing. The other shopkeepers became jealous, so one night some of the townspeople took all of his puppets and threw them in the river. And obviously that's what... That note was the second part of that. I ran out of order, but it'll be okay. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying now, but it was probably not important, to be honest. Shoot, I don't remember how to do this. I think there was something I was supposed to grab in this room that I didn't grab. Oh, but yeah, okay, the key. I, posted a story about Alf on No Sleep, and I thought it was legitimately creepy, but kind of funny and silly at the same time. But, like, it was genuinely meant to be a horror story, and they didn't see it that way, so they removed it. But it's on my blog if you want to read it. Okay, this one, go this way. There's like a pool of water in here or something. Am I reading these out of order again? Okay. Years later, the children of the town began to go missing. As more and more children disappeared, people began to find more and more puppets in the forest and around the river. The puppets seemed almost to look like the missing children sometimes. Got another key. Although not what they wanted, the shopkeepers were satisfied. And I think for this one I can't go... No, I can't go this way. Is it? Yeah, this way's the way you can't go. We got the key, so let's do this. Alright, this is our next specimen. Like I said, as long as you keep your eyes on him, he won't come after you. Oh, shit. Clearly I fucked that up. And it went the wrong way. Yeah, it took me quite a while to figure that out. Shit. I guess he jumps after you after a while in this one. Or I'm fucking it up. Might just be fucking it up. Shit. Oh. Let's see if we can get out of here without getting killed. Nope. Well, shit. I like these little cinematics when you die. To become a puppet is to rid oneself of the pain and harshness of choice. I didn't get time to read all that, but hopefully you read in your head faster than I read out loud. So yeah, that's game over, but we can continue. Puts us back at room 300, but better ingredients, better pasta. That's the power of the Home Depot. Got a creepy Obama face to go with it. I don't know for sure that that's supposed to be Obama, but it kind of looks like some of the pictures of him. He's got the kind of the wrinkles on the side of his nose and stuff. Whatever you call that. Oh, right. I don't remember what room I was in. So, this didn't set me back too far. I do have to go through the Ocarina of Time style section. Another Five Nights at Freddy's inspired room. That's a horror series I never super got into. I played the first and second one on my phone, because I felt like touchscreen was a better interface for that game. I have the original on Steam, but I don't really play it or anything. But it just got wildly popular. I'm not going to read the notes again, I'm just going to grab the key and go on. And, I guess I never got it, quote unquote. I mean, I'm glad that other people find it spooky. It was just too obtuse for me, especially the lore. Alright. Is he in this room? Nope, next room. Alright, let's try to do this a little better. Open. Oh, you can open things behind your back. That makes this a lot easier, because I was trying to turn around. Still have to find the door. Okay, there we go. I like how he just kind of freaking Harry Potter-esque apparates in. I don't know what that was. Oh no, he drops in from the ceiling. I see. Open. So I don't get another one of those long-ass rooms, because those are a pain in the ass. It's hard to keep him in your eyesight. I think I'm vaguely looking in his direction. Got a piece of toast. Okay. Nope, that's not the door. There we go. There we go. Open. Open. Yeah, I found some of the art and... Okay, I guess we're done with them. Some of the art and design of Five Nights at Freddy's to be interesting, but the lore was just kind of weird. Alright, I'm gonna catch up on the chat here. Yeah, he was a Christian game developer originally. And I think he included a character that looked like Freddy or something. And somebody said it reminded them of like a Chuck E. Cheese-esque thing. And he just took it and ran with it. He's kind of an odd guy. Well, I still haven't died, so it appears I might be the protagonist, but I'm not entirely sure. I hope I'm not some side character that leaves notes for pointless exposition. Also, I found a strange computer that gave descriptions of the monsters, and it seems like they are called effective based on how many people they kill. Got some bones. Yeah, if you ever, like, read stuff that Scott Cawthorn writes, like, his blog posts and stuff, he just seems like a strange fella. I wrote a couple of Five Nights at Freddy's books, and I want to say I like looked at a sample of them somewhere. Like somebody made a blog post about it or something. So just say the same thing it always does. Yeah. But yeah, somebody like made a blog post mocking him, and it was not super strong writing. Although I'm generally not a fan of mocking people for their writing. Because failure is the way you learn. I'm cleaning out my office while I'm off work this week. I'm almost done with it. But, I found some, like, old notebook pages from high school where I had written these short stories. And, like, none of them were finished. They were all, like, a page and a half, and I just stopped. Probably because class ended, and I never picked them back up. Because they were... Oh, shit. I don't know what that was. Oh, yes, I do. That's like an event that can happen to you occasionally. I remember now. But yeah, they were, like... Occasionally I use words and it's like, oh, I don't remember knowing that word back then. Some of the descriptions were okay. But, like, otherwise they were just not really that good. It was kind of nice to see that I have improved in my writing over the years in some ways. I've been thinking about doing more writing, actually, because I've not done it in a while. I've finished Other Gods, and that took me so fucking long that I kind of wanted a break from it, but I'm feeling that itch to get back into it again. Oh, can't go that way. Yeah, that black shape, I forget what it's called. It has a name. There's like a whole wiki for this game, because there's little bits of lore in this one too. And, like, he's a very rare appearance thing. He doesn't do anything except rush at you. But I remember looking it up before, because I think it happened to me when I was playing the original version of this. Yeah, I found a bunch of my old writing in my filing folders and stuff. I've had a set of filing folders for like 15 years. I keep random stuff in. I found a movie script that I wrote with my friend Jay, who I think is still in the chat, and was reading through that too. That was actually pretty good. I feel like I could touch it up, do a little better with it. Might submit it to some screenwriting contest or something, because I don't know anybody in film world, so I wouldn't know what else to do with it. Got a burning house there. It's like playwriting. I really enjoyed playwriting when I was in college. I almost minored in theater in addition to minoring in writing. I loved it a lot. I wrote a play that got relatively popular. As far as like college level circuit goes, it got performed at Clemson University and at Marshall University. And like it was like a short one-act play about interrogators and their interpreter in some unnamed war. I think I put it on my Tumblr at one point in time, but since my Tumblr is mostly defunct and I moved everything over to WordPress, I don't know if it's still out there, but I enjoyed it a lot. I really liked playwriting. I liked writing these stories that had these, like, plays have to be very minimalist because they can be very expensive. And so, like, the less action, the less set pieces, the better. Um, also, directors, like, in the spirit of theater, directors don't make changes to your script. Like, they pretty much follow... Oh, we got another note. I think the effectiveness of the specimens is also somehow related to the souls of the people they kill somehow. Anyway, I'm still alive and strong, but I feel like the inmost cave of my journey lies ahead. I wonder what the antagonist will look like. Hope they're cute. I am, so you're in luck. Oh, we got the goopy guy again. Gotta love this music. But, yeah, I really enjoyed playwriting. I like writing dialogue, which people usually tell me it's one of my strengths. I have no way to judge that objectively, but yeah, it's something I enjoy doing. And so I've always wanted to get back into playwriting, but after I left college, I knew nobody in the theater world at all. And now that I've moved to a different state than the one I went to college in, that's even more true. But last year we moved to a city in Kentucky that is very famous for its arts and crafts and things, and I found out there's actually a theater company here that accepts new works, which is what mine would be because I'm basically a complete amateur. And the deadline for it was like a week and a half ago, and I only found out about it like right before New Year's. So I'd have to... I only passed through 350 and it was not a save room, so I guess it is started now. But yeah, I think maybe next time they have an open submission period, I might write up a new one act or something to send to them and see how it goes. Might be fun. I always felt less pressure with that than with fiction, because fiction's what I always wanted to do, but that also makes me very anxious to work on that. Don't know this guy. I think that's Markiplier. I'm not sure who that guy is. I don't watch a lot of YouTube. I don't watch a lot of Twitch either, so it's kind of ironic that I'm doing this. I'm going to get caught up on the chat before I go through this next stream. Crow fanfictions, yep. I think Angel Fire may be on Wayback Machine. I was making websites when I was like in middle school using Front Page Express and hosting them on Angel Fire or Tripod or something like that. And it occurred to me recently that I basically do tech support for people who are building websites with WordPress. And it struck me how that experience really taught me a lot about website building, specifically what not to do. But I learned like HTML and stuff that I use every day now. I just realized that I never had a mentor figure, trial, or leaving home scene. That means this story isn't following the archetypes that make me a traditional hero, which means I can be killed off. Well, it was nice for a little while, at least. I know that feeling, bro. Sad hugs all the way. Oh, there's no door there. There's a door there. Yeah, I was not interested in theater or drama at all in high school. I went to college and was getting an English degree and writing minor. And I wanted to take as many writing classes as I could, as many like workshop style classes as I could. And so I'd taken fiction writing and non-fiction writing and I forget what else, but I'd taken like almost all of them that the English department offered except for poetry writing. I ended up doing that later on, but I was very unsure about doing that. I still don't think writing poetry is for me, but it was less judgy than I thought it was going to be. I was so afraid that people were going to be like, you suck. But it wasn't bad. But yeah, so the theater department had playwriting. And I was like, yeah, okay, why not? And then I liked it so much, I got special permission from my advisor to take the advanced playwriting class, which was technically only for theater students. I was the only English student in that one. But yeah, I had a good time with it. Got a really great teacher. I actually just looked her up a few days ago because her daughter was an actress, and I was wondering what she's been in since, and she's been in a few TV shows and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I looked her and her husband up on Facebook, and they are doing well, which makes me happy. Her husband was another one of my professors. He did a oral storytelling class that I really enjoyed. Oh, do you have a note? Okay, never mind. Thought I saw a note. Well, we got a safe room. So we're almost halfway through the jump scare mansion. So yeah, the original version of this game was not super high res. It used a lot more sprites. This one has a lot more 3D models, especially the specimens themselves. Several of them were completely redesigned for this one. Like Specimen 3, I guess it is. The centipede-looking thing. I don't remember what he looked like originally, but not like that. I don't know that much. Where are we at? Okay. Threshold of consciousness. Let's do it. This is different. Hi, kitty.
Well, hello there. Are you lost, little one? This place can help those who are ready, but expect turmoil more than you are used to.
Nope, can't talk to kitty anymore. I do not remember this, so this must be another one they changed. Okay. I guess this door is the only way to go. I thought that might be a specimen room, but I don't guess it was. It may have just been a random room. Oh, there's that guy again. If anybody's watching this with headphones, I deeply apologize for that. I still haven't figured out if there's something specific I'm supposed to do in these rooms or just run through and keep trying the door. So far that strategy seems to work just fine. Well, now that I've said that, I'm gonna look like an asshole and be running through this hallway forever. Damn it. Yeah, the note doesn't change. Your influence and inspiration will never leave me. So, yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to read the note. Although I did that before and it didn't work. I don't know. Oh, now we're back here. Okay. Well, we got 3 other doors we can try. Broken. Interesting. Can I talk to the cat again? Hi, kitty.
Two sides of the same coin. Knowing your projections can help you achieve greatness.
Okay. Looks like kitty doesn't have anything else to say. Okay, I guess this doesn't really do anything. Whenever I see a sprite in a game that you can walk around and make it spin, it makes me think of the original Doom. I used to do that with like imp corpses and stuff. Got an empty vat over here. I'll try this door. Nope. Try this door. Okay. Ooh. Cappuccino. So terrifying. Actually, cappuccino would be really good. Nope, this is not the same door that I came out a few minutes ago. Okay, it's not. Got a cityscape here. Follow the group. Alright, what do you got to say this time, Cat?
The mask you wear serves its purpose well, but be careful not to lose yourself in it.
Anything else? Nope. Alrighty. I'm guessing broken? Yep. Alright. I think this one will open. Nope. Shit. Alrighty. Some bones. What? It kind of looks like a mushroom cloud from far away, but I guess it's like a person standing in a field. Got a note. Day 2. Food supply depleted. Water supply at 30%. Mental health deteriorating. Leaving notes behind to help others and mark where I've been. I got to room 420. Woo woo. On day 2. Good for them. Just gonna stay in this room for a while and be like 420, bro. No, I'm not. Broken? Yep. Open? Yeah. Whoa. That's trippy. Hi, kitty.
Balance is the key to keeping your mind free and sane.
I guess so. Oh. The door changed. Got some blood. Oh, I got the kitty cat again.
Knowing your shadow can greatly help you, but be ready to see what you'd rather not be.
Okay. Can I walk around this door? No. Damn. Alrighty. This is the house's large intestine. It's very cool. Actually, it looks like corrugated metal, kind of. I guess this is a door. Yep. Okay. Can't tell if there's something chasing me or not. Thinking I might remember this specimen. Maybe. If it even is a specimen, I haven't seen anything. This music's kind of rad, though. Ooh. Let's keep it going here. Okay, it looked like there was like a chain in front of the door or something for a second. It's just an optical illusion. I've been watching Star Trek recently. I gave it a go. Watched the original series. It was a good time. So now I'm watching The Next Generation. I'd never watched the original series before. I had watched The Next Generation as a kid. But one of the first season episodes, there's like these insects that can control people and shit, and toward the end of the episode, I can't remember if it was Riker or Picard, like, blows somebody's head off, and like, the insects tear them open from the inside, and it's like, did David Cronenberg do this episode? It was a good time. Started watching TV while I play video games or while I work for background noise. It actually keeps me pretty focused. We got the Ghost Girl again. And I've got through a bunch of TV shows that I've been meaning to for years, like 6 Feet Under and shit like that. Got a couple of shows, though, when I try to watch them, it's like, I want to pay too much attention to this. I want to actually, like, engage myself in the story. And so those I have to set aside. So, like, House on Haunted Hill, which is supposed to be very creepy, is one I have not watched yet. I haven't watched all of Castlevania Season 2 yet. Yeah, the fights in the original Star Trek are pretty wild. But, yeah, I've been wanting to watch, like, Mr. Robot. I liked how the tech jargon in that one and how, like, they actually, like, bother to learn about computers before they sit down and write, unlike so many other TV shows. But that's another one that oh, I got another note. Oops. Day 3. Hallucinations are manifesting at increasing intervals. The cause is probably sleep deprivation or gas that is being pumped into the rooms. I've not yet been injured, so I don't think the cause is a brain injury or blood clot. But, yeah, I'm not able to watch that one while I'm doing other stuff because I want to pay attention to it. Yeah, I watched the first episode a while back and liked it. Sometimes I'll do what I call pilot season, which is where I'll save a bunch of TV shows that other people have mentioned liking. And then I'll go through and watch the first, like, episode or two of them. And if I get into it, I'll hang on to them, and if I don't, I just drop it out of my queue. And, that's relatively successful. Helps eliminate having a Netflix queue full of crap. I kind of do that with everything now. Like, if I'm reading a book, if it's not interesting within, like, 25 pages, then, yeah, I'm probably not going to bother. It's true that the book may get good later on, but there's an equally good chance that it won't, and I don't give a shit about FOMO, so, yeah. It's just, wasting your time on bad media is not a good way to do things. I've actually stopped buying as many video games in recent years, too. Generally only buy, like, maybe 5 a year. This was a 2018 purchase during the Steam Winter Sale. I will grab several games when those are cheap, but yeah, typically I don't spend more than like 20 or 30 bucks in a go when buying video games. Yeah, video game reviews are okay. A lot of times I find they're not helpful for me. Shit. Like, people have been going buck wild over Red Dead Redemption 2. And I played the first one, and I didn't really get into it. I didn't like Grand Theft Auto 5 either, for that matter. Because, like, with open world games, there's just too much shit to do. It's like, I guess you kind of get choice paralysis. It's like, if you tell me I can do anything I want, I'm just going to be like, eh. I always like a nice, like, 6 to 12 hour game that I can get for a reasonable price. More than a, 200 hour game for 70 bucks. That's more my speed. I like kind of curated experiences in video games. That's what I liked about Batman Arkham Asylum. I did not get into Arkham City as much. I did like Arkham City. I did not like Origins or Arkham Knight. But I like that the original was kind of like a Metroidvania. Like, you could explore the whole map and find all the secrets and everything, and... Oh, this is one of those BB. Yeah. Nope. Right? Yep. Shit. I'm gonna do right again. Nope, that didn't work. Go left. Nope. So, right, and then forward. Left. Nope. Right. Forward. Forward. Nope. Right. Forward. Right. Do forward again. Nope. So, right. Whoop. Forward. Right. Right. Yes. Sweet. Yeah, I did not care for the voice acting in Arkham Origins. It was not all that great. The dude who played Joker in that one did a pretty good Mark Hamill impression. People got really worked up that Mark Hamill wasn't in that one, but Troy Baker can apparently do a pretty good Joker in a pinch. But yeah, the dude playing Batman just did not sound Batman-y. That is an actual adjective. It is in the Oxford English Dictionary. You're free to look it up. Okay, there she is. I was gonna say, I'm being chased by the ghost girl apparently, but I haven't actually seen her anywhere. Alright, we're coming up on the halfway point. Uh, 498. Day 4. I'm starting to lose track of time. The battery on my phone became very low, so I delegated to save it in case I find an exit. It's a wise idea. Ooh. Okay, 500. Woot. Halfway there. Yep, here I are. Hey, I'm gonna save. So I made it halfway through with only dying once. That's not bad. It's out of order. Go this way. Oh no, it put me back at room 52. How dare it? Which way is the right way to go? Other way. I'm not sure who did the voices in Oblivion and Skyrim. I didn't play Skyrim a whole lot, but I did really enjoy Oblivion. No idea who did voices in it. I think you keep going to like this till you get to like room 60 and then it goes back to the correct number. But the music gets so spooky. 59. 60. Does this say the same thing I did earlier? Cannot release twice. Exit through express. I should look around first. Okay, that means I probably missed something. Oh. Express tunnel. Alright, what do we got here? Day 5. I can't remember. Why did I come here? Was there ever a purpose? I believe death is steadily approaching me now. The hallucinations can hurt me, I'm out of provisions, and I'm having sudden violent heart palpitations. You should see a doctor. But there's no doctors in here. There was a season of the show Channel Zero that was based on one of the... It was based on a creepypasta, which was based on the urban legend about the haunted house where if you make it through the whole thing, you get your money back. It's called No End House, and it was pretty enjoyable. I really liked the first season they did, but it's based on the Candle Cove creepypasta. That was good stuff. I've not seen the third or fourth seasons yet, but I would like to watch them. The show is shockingly good for being a Sci-Fi Channel show. The only Sci-Fi Channel show that I ever really even remotely liked before was Battlestar Galactica, which was decent. Some parts of it were pretty stinky, but it was okay. I'm one of the few people that actually kind of liked the ending. This guy just keeps barfing everywhere. Why are you so barfy? I never watched Z Nation. I don't like zombies that much. Just not a zombie guy. Never have been. So I never got into Walking Dead either. I like George Romero's zombie movies. That's about it. Okay. Day 7. I can't tell the real from unreal anymore. My limbs refuse to move the way I want them to. I feel like I'm wading in a deep river that is always flowing against my direction. Now I will lay down and let the river flow over me. I will let it guide me into its end. I know where I'm going anyway. This place, this entire place, is just a gyrating, screaming rock in the vastness of an infinite kingdom. I'm going to rest now. I'll be watching over you. Very ominous. Z Nation is goofy as fuck. That's what I've heard. I think it had DJ Qualls in it. He is in another show that I like. That's on right now, which is The Man in the High Castle. It's pretty enjoyable stuff. That does not sound very appetizing. Yeah, I've never really been a zombie person. I don't find them scary. I do like voodoo zombies. I don't know, they're not like what voodoo is actually like at all. But Serpent and the Rainbow was a Wes Craven movie, and it was about voodoo zombies. It's a good time. Yeah. Other than that, and like the George A. Romero original trilogy, I'm not super into zombies. I do like the Resident Evil games, despite their zombies. Not because of their zombies. But yeah, I've not watched the latter George Romero zombie movies. I've heard City of the Dead, I think was the first one, was okay, and I've heard the other two are kind of clunkers. But I keep meaning to watch City of the Dead, but I have not done it. Or no, it's Land of the Dead, that's what it is. You know, nope. 550. Well, we haven't encountered... Oh, I was about to say we haven't encountered a new creature in a while, so it's probably about that time. And so it is. This specimen is interesting. For a while I thought I had really escaped this place, but despite the trees and flora, I think this is actually just another room. I did, however, find deer, so I might at least get to eat. They make some strange sounds, though. Now, when I played this in the original version, I died here, like, several times. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen, because I'd have to run all the way back from room 500. I don't know what they are, but those are definitely not deer. I tried sneaking up on one the other day to kill for food, but it saw me as soon as I got close. I was barely able to get away from the thing. I've managed to board up most of them. Hopefully I can find another way out of here. And here's where we get our axe. Hooray. Okay, yeah. Gotta break down the thing. Ow. Fuck. Oh shit. Fuck. I'm gonna pause for a second here and see if I can get some health back. We'll try this door first. Okay. Kill you, desk. Oh, nothing in here. I will try the right-hand door. Don't think there's anything in here either. Record player. Oh yeah, this is my jam. Oh, that was a good time. Alrighty, got another boarded up door. Shit. And yeah, this is another interesting specimen. He likes to talk. I think this guy you can just run from. I don't think you have to do anything special with him. Oh, he's really fucking with my monitor here. All I can understand of what he's saying is, why do you run? Not sure I understand the rest of it. I like the way this one looks. Play a dangerous game there to get a look at him. Okay, I don't get chased in this room, so that's good. Left. And left again? Yes. Left one more time. Shit. Okay. Left. Left. Forward? Yeah. We'll go left again. Nope. Okay. So, left. Left. Forward. I guess forward to go. Shit. Left. Left. Forward. Right. Okay. I guess he doesn't come back to follow me. Okay, this is one of those rooms again. Although this time there's no note. Okay, I've read the note. Nope. Maybe I should keep reading the note and see if it changes. I don't know. Well, my previous strategy seems to be helpful in this situation. I'm not sure if the creature is still going to be following me when I get out of here. This music kind of reminds me of some of the tunes from Silent Hill. Akira Yamaoka really liked strong percussive sounds for that game. It's very cool stuff. Shit. Okay. My strategy stands. Or maybe the game just got sick of my bullshit. 572. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I like how the sounds become creepier and more elaborate for the cutouts as you go through the game. It gets quite spooky. Ha 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 ha. Alright, we got the ghost girl following us again. She's not too bad to avoid. Unless I go the wrong way like that. pleasant music. It's like you're gonna get murdered. This is a very skinny hallway. Oh, I think I lost her. Oh, I've got a pretty good list of movies that I find scary. I've got a top 5 that I usually like to bust out if anybody ever asks me. Nobody's asking me now, but I'm gonna say them anyway. Oh, we're in room 600. Save. The hanging there cat again. But yeah, to me my favorite scary movie is The Exorcist. I like religious horror anyway. And that's just like the best at it. It's still creepy to this day. It's a genuinely freaky movie. And then second, I really enjoy The Shining, which is also just very, very creepy. I know Stephen King doesn't like it, but I think it's better than his book, and I say that as a very big fan of Stephen King. So, yeah. The other 3 are in no particular order, but Blair Witch Project, really enjoy that one. I was never one of those people who believed it was real. I was pretty internet savvy back in those days, and I already knew it was not, but that didn't stop me from telling other people that it was definitely real. But yeah, I like the isolation in it. I like the just desperation that the characters go through and how they kind of slowly break down. It feels more real and honest than a lot of horror movies. And I think that's something that got very overlooked. Oh, I remember this part. Let's see. I'll try this door first. Is this a door? No, it's not. Okay. Got a note here. This old place is somehow even worse than the new GL labs. Although it seems to have been constructed with a much larger budget than the new lab, nothing works quite right. I can see why it was abandoned so quickly. Wonder if there's really anything here worth salvaging. Yeah, next one would, well, like I said, they're not in any order, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Really enjoy that one. It's just got this raw, very kinetic style that you just don't find in any other movie, like from any era. Oh, going the right way here. And, oh yeah, you have to go in this thing. Okay. That's cute. Spooky just said there were things we needed to salvage from this place. I'm starting to worry that a loose specimen may be included in the list of things for us to retrieve. Power just shut off again. Is everything broken in here? I'll get another note here. Whoops. I don't know what to do. I can't think well. I feel strange. I'm hiding from that thing. I feel like something is growing on my skin. I can't seem to tear it off fast enough, and I'm losing a lot of blood. You have to keep it close. It becomes something else when it gets too far away. Something I can't outrun. Okay, I think I remember the... Yeah. Oh, fuck. Yeah, this is the one that makes the... Yeah, I believe this one, like the note said, you can't run too far away from it, or it'll insta-kill you. Fuck. Yeah, I fucked that up. Game over. Alright. We got Axe. Chop till you drop. Well, the axe doesn't take nearly as much stamina now as it used to. Yeah, it doesn't let you chop when you're out of stamina anymore. Yeah, but also chop very rapidly in the original version of this. Oh, my screen went off where I'm watching the Twitch chat. Silence of the Lambs is a good one. I think I only named 4. The 5th one for me personally is, oh my god, I'm suddenly blanking on the name. Let's see, I said Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Blair Witch Project already. Fuck. What was the 5th one? Damn. I'm gonna have to look now. I'm totally blanking on it. Why is my mind not working? Oh, Hellraiser. That, I don't know why I blanked on that. That was the other one. Really love Hellraiser. I enjoy the, like I said, I enjoy like a religious type horror. And I'm not gonna read these notes again. Yeah, I just enjoy the aesthetic of the Hellraiser movies a lot, especially the second one. I also like it a lot because it's one of the few horror franchises where most of the movies in the series are good. After like the 4th one, they started just taking random horror scripts and turning them into Hellraiser movies, usually by just sticking Pinhead in somewhere randomly. But it actually kinda works. They're usually not bad. There's 1 or 2 that are pretty stinky. And then the newest 2, the ones that don't have Doug Bradley, are not good at all. But yeah. Otherwise, I'm quite fond of them. But like I was saying, in Hellraiser 2, I really enjoy the look of hell. And I think it's just very spooky. Yeah, I like Clive Barker a lot. He's got some short stories called The Books of Blood. And if you're ever looking for something to read, they are excellent. Alright, let's see if I can not fuck this up again. Okay, now I remember. So, just gotta slowly back away from him. Because if you walk too far away from him, he turns into the little leech, which is much faster. Ow. That would be really helpful if I knew where I was going. So of course I get stuck in a confusing ass room. But yeah, you don't want to stay too far ahead of him. That was the unique thing about this one. finished. What's it putting me in these goofy ass rooms for? It's like, oh, you have to keep an eye on what you're doing. Fuck you. Alright. I like the door falling down animation. It's kind of funny. The original game did not have that at all. Monsters was just up here. Oh, I guess a cardboard thing popped out. Looks like a tree stump. Is he gonna break it? Nope, he just walks through it. Keeps putting me in these super ass, long ass rooms. Oh shit, I ran too far. Fuck. Ow. Damn it. Ouch. Alright, back to room 600 again. Yeah, the omen's alright. Rosemary's Baby is alright. I'm actually not super into a lot of 70s horror, or a lot of 60s horror for that matter. There's just a couple that happen to be super good. Alright, I'm going to have to pay more attention this time instead of trying to read my Twitch chat out of the corner of my eye. I've got a little tablet set up that's got the chat on it next to my monitor. Oh, wrong way. It did indeed become a slag. Alright, at least it doesn't put me like really far behind. Oh, no, wrong way. Don't need anything in there. Okay, I promise this is the last time I'm doing this. Gonna try to actually move on from here. Get my trusty axe out. Chop some shit down. Clop, clop, clop. Okay. There it is. Generator. Yeah. Oh, come on, bro. He's throwing his arms out like, come at me. Alrighty. Come on. You slow bastard. Well, that sucked. The freaking cardboard cutout got in my way. I feel like he walks a little faster if he throws his wings out, so I'm probably not doing that right. I heard a cardboard cutout, but I don't see it. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Just 'cause you got so many teeth, you think you're so special. Okay, yeah, he definitely moves faster when he's got his wings out. I'm really having to focus on this, that's pretty bad. Games like go slow, and I'm like, what? Go fast. Alright. Should be losing him, hopefully pretty soon. I mean, it's random, so we don't have any way to guarantee that, but yeah. Hoping he'll go away soon. Because I'm having a hell of a time freaking walking through these backwards. I'm afraid if I face the right way and just walk, I'll outrun him and he'll turn into a slug again. Shit. Oh, I guess you fucked off. Good. I don't think I've seen this one yet. Very spooky. Yeah, I've seen that one. Okay. Long ass hallway. Yeah. Oh, another one of these rooms. Alright, back to plan A. Another one of those guys too. Maybe he appears in this room every time now. I only remember seeing him once before when I played the free-to-play version. And the free-to-play version is a pretty good time. It's very similar to this. This just has a few changes, some fancier graphics, but it's pretty enjoyable. Fuck. Ominous music. Ugh. There we go. Freaking long and winding ass rooms. Oop. Did not mean to do that. It's just putting me in the same room over and over. It's very exciting. Chop these walls. Boy, this room would have sucked if that thing was still following me. Jesus. Got more paintings. That was a little spooky. It's kind of cool. Alright, we got Specimen 2 again. Oh, we don't get his music this time, though. Such a disappointment. Come on, Specimen 2, quit blowing your nose in the holes. Swear. What a wreck that guy is. His roommates moved out on him. They were like, fuck you, Specimen 2. Kept leaving green blobs in the shower. Just not a very considerate guy at all. And he was always late with the rent. Let's have a poll. What do you think this green liquid is? I'm gonna say it's very, very large amounts of Surge, the drink from the 90s, which was extremely green. Or, Ecto Cooler was green, wasn't it? Yeah, it was orange flavored and green colored. That was it. They brought that back for a while too, although I never encountered it myself. I think it was around the time the Ghostbusters reboot came out. It could be GAC. I had some GAC as a kid. I used to make fart noises with it nonstop because that was the kind of child I was. And it's also the kind of adult I am. They had some other stuff too. They had Zand, which is kind of like that kinetic... Or no, it's not like kinetic Zand. It was a little stronger than that. It was almost like polyurethane beads in a suspension of some variety. I'm right-handed. I'd just go to the door that's I see first. Isn't there like a... like something that if you're supposed to follow whatever hand you are dominant with? I want to say that's right. So if you're right-handed, you pick the right path most of the time. I guess I'm weird. I am not left-handed. Any new games? Nope. 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 Okay. Any interesting new paintings? Nope. Well, it's a long-ass hallway. It's a long-ass hallway. Another cloudy room. 665. Oh, we're in room 666. Woo! I remember when I was a kid, we had like a 386 growing up. It was like a 66 megahertz processor, but as time went on, processors got faster and faster, so you'd have 233, 266, and that kept going up. It was always even 100 number, and then a 33, sometimes a 50, but usually go to 66, and so I would just increase 33 megahertz at a time. And when they got to 666 megahertz, everybody released 667 megahertz processors instead. And it's like, I know what you guys are up to. You don't want to invoke Satan. But I'll do it. Oop, no button. Fuck. Okay. I don't know why I did that. I knew what that one was. Yeah, we looked at him already. Next, specimen 7. Specimen is constantly changing form and attributes depending on the subject's personality, but most common form resembles a wall of moving anatomy symbols. Only effective on subjects with past trauma or a history of psychological issues. Okay, so that was a specimen. I don't know what it was supposed to do. Yep, that's the deer creature. A floating figure that appeared in a test chamber a few years after it was filled with what was believed to just be unusually violent deer. The idea of an unusually violent deer amuses me. Specimen seems to engulf subjects and absorb them into its torso region. Proved extremely effective on violent subjects. Specimen 9. Okay. He'll show up if you leave the game running for too long and don't do anything. I think you do actually encounter him for real later on. Okay, Specimen 10 is the guy I had to go slow for. Form-changing creature that is believed to be an extraterrestrial, though it is not officially proven. Proved very effective on most subjects, but deemed too difficult to contain. The specimen broke out of its containment area due to frequent electrical malfunctions. Spooky's gotta pay her electric bill. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can do with this. $69. Oh, it's one of these again. Left? Nope. Forward? Yep. Forward again? Nope. Shit. So forward, right, forward? Fuck. Right? Forward, right, left. Ah, the thing was a good time. No, that was not it. Forward, right, left, left? Yeah. Fuck. Yes, I consider that more of a sci-fi movie, and so that is one of my top 5 favorite sci-fi movies, along with Alien, which is also technically a horror movie. Sci-fi and horror are like the Reese's peanut butter cup of the film world. The chocolate and the peanut butter that just go together all too well. I had a thing a while back where I was trying to watch as many 80s sci-fi horror movies as I could find. And there was one I've watched, I think it was by Stuart Gordon. It was based on a Lovecraft story. And that one was really interesting. I think it was called From Beyond. I liked that one. I like several of David Cronenberg's 80s kind of sci-fi horror shit too, like Videodrome and Scanners. Alright, we got the centipede again, but he's pretty easy to avoid. If I don't run out of stamina, that is. I'll go this way. Doesn't matter. Some very purple rooms down here. Yeah, I enjoy Alien a lot. It was a very good time. Also, I really like Blade Runner. It's another excellent sci-fi movie. There's one I super enjoy called Beyond the Black Rainbow. It's an indie sci-fi film made by the guy who made Mandy. He made it about 10-ish years ago. And it's just very trippy and kind of plays with some sci-fi stuff from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And I really enjoyed it. Damn it. Keep running out of stamina. Trying to not use it all up. There. He may not be following me anymore. No, there's still things on the ceiling. That may be. I am finding a lot more just plain empty rooms. Yeah, Beyond the Black Rainbow is a really good time. I enjoyed Mandy too. Not as much as I liked Beyond the Black Rainbow, but it was a fun time. It's a pretty enjoyable movie. And Nicolas Cage gets to act like Nicolas Cage in it, and that's never a bad thing. 694. Got another brain in a vat. Yeah. So let's see here. I know of 2 more specimens that I've not encountered yet. I do not remember what special thing you had to do to avoid them, if anything. They may just be ones you can run from. Is this the ghost girl? No. Yeah, this is just the generic music it plays sometimes. Beyond the Black Rainbow is a sci-fi movie. It's set in 1983, and it is about a man named Barry who has taken the lead of this like 60s utopia hippie project, and he's got a young woman kidnapped there who demonstrates psychic abilities, and it's about her escape and also about how Barry came to be the way that he was, and it's just very interesting, very trippy. I've not watched a lot of anime horror. They made a Junji Ito anime series a year or 2 ago. I watched several episodes of that. That was a pretty good time. I'm not big on anime, actually. It's not super common that I find one that I like. Oh, shit. Gotta deal with this fucker again. But, like, I liked Death Note. Really love Neon Genesis Evangelion. Yeah, those are the big 2. I tried watching Attack on Titan recently. I got like maybe 6 to 10 episodes in. I don't remember how far I was in, but it wasn't very far. And I was like, this is kind of not that interesting. And so I decided I would read a bit of the synopsis on Wikipedia to see if it picked up more later on. And then I ended up just sitting there and reading the whole thing, and I was like, what the fuck? This sounds outrageous. Like, not in a good way. So I never bothered to come back to it. I did watch one, it used to be on Hulu, I don't know if it still is, called Another, that was about a girl who was in a class and she died, and one day she just showed back up in class and nobody noticed but the protagonist, I think is how it went. I need to come back to that one. Alright, this specimen is interesting. Let's go to the bathroom. Nope. Go to this bathroom. Oh, go in the ladies' room. That's not a mirror. Ew. It's got poo in it. I guess they all look like that. Ah, key. Can't get into that one. Alright. Oh, we got the key, so... I don't think we can go in here yet. Oh yeah, we can. Okay. But I think we need to go this way first. I think. Shoes. Yeah. Oh. Something says read. Oh, there's a note on the floor. This is strange. I had a dream last night about this restaurant. I know I was here, but I also felt like I was in another place at the same time. Everything looked so wrong. Nothing was the right size, and I kept hearing these strange animal noises, almost like wailing. I guess I just feel guilty for eating that burger the other day. Also today I saw that man again, the one who kept ordering every 10 minutes. This time he never even left the parking lot. He just got his meal, parked, and then got back in line. He must have done it at least 8 times before he left. So we got another duct-like section. 5. Oh. There was a horrible accident today, at least that's what the managers are calling it. One of the other employees brought in some outside food and got into a fight with a manager about it. The employee said that the burgers here smell like sulfur, and then watched the manager grab the kid's neck and shove his head onto the grill. The employee got up and ran out before anyone could do anything, and I'm told that he is fine, but that really shook me today. I guess I missed notes 1 through 3. I'll have to take a look for them when I get out of here. Okay. These just seem to go the same way. Yeah, I remember this specimen. I just don't remember if there was anything special I had to do. There may have been. Safe for kids of all ages. Blood. I kind of feel like if I got just the right angle I could see down there, but I don't think I actually can. I think there's something I needed to get in here. Yeah, another key. That's the one. Okay. Now let's get some shoes. Steal a bunch of kids' shoes. There are some in there. That's what I like to do when I go to McDonald's play places. Steal the kids' shoes. And make them pay me a ransom to get them back. Okay, so I do need to go behind the counter. What note number is this? 1. Okay. I was anxious getting a job here at first, but it seems like things are getting better. The chain is really expanding, which is a shock because just last week I heard this company was going broke. Every day more and more people show up to eat here. Something still sets me off about this place and its food, though, so I'm going to try not to eat it. Try and not eat anything from here. Alrighty. We got some piggies. Got another key. Is there a note in here? I don't think so. Oh, okay. There's the devil. Shit. I don't have time to look for the other note. I have to get out of here. He's gonna kill me. I think for this guy, you just have to run. So, Satan is after me. How are y'all doing? Oh yeah, that's right, you have to find the doors. Now I remember. But since I've been through 715 of these rooms, I kinda know where the doors are supposed to be for a lot of these rooms. Back in the GAC room. Getting us some GAC. This guy can definitely float. Yeah. Okay. I need more stamina. I'm gonna guess this way. Shit. Ow. Yeah, it's also handy that the open dialogue pops up even if the door is missing. Okay, so I remember one other specimen for sure. Well, two if you count the one at the end of the game. That's not really a spoiler because all these games kind of just end up with a final boss type creature. Fuck. Straight? Oh. Left? Nope. Right? Boot. Right? 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 Ah. 1, 2, 3. Straight. Yeah. Alright. $7.36. More skulls. More skulls. Oh, follow me now. Oh, fuck. The specimen sucks. It's harshing my vibe. Ow. Give me a damn second to move out from the door before you smash it down, you joik. There we go. Fuck. Go open the door. Oh, I get a save room. Yep. Yep, 3/4 of the way. Woohoo. And we got our final password as well. So yeah, I have unlimited stamina now, but actually it just means I don't have stamina at all. So, like I can't run. It goes away after a few rooms. Thought I saw a note over there. I guess I can't swing the axe forever though. There we go, I'll get my stamina back now. 761. Oh, did they misspell your in some of your speech? I didn't even, I wasn't paying attention. The Happy Mask salesman's after me again. Ah, shit. These rooms suck with this guy. Ow. You son of a bitch. I guess this way. I can't see. Nope, not that way. Fuck. Dun 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 dun. I'm no puppet, you're the puppet. I have to sit through this again. Oh yeah, they didn't misspell it. Yeah, how generous. Ooh. Oh, I can't run, this is killing me. Like I said, I didn't have to go all the way back to room 700. That would have been even more of a pain in the ass. Somebody after me? I don't think so. Oh, we just totally walked down the corner. As far as I know, these rooms are completely safe. Like, you can just hang out here, grab a nap on one of these not very comfortable looking couches. Ooh, so spooky. The coffee. Actually, coffee sounds good tonight because it's fucking cold outside. I don't normally drink coffee, but I like it occasionally. Alright. Well, maybe I'll avoid the puppet man. I won't have to deal with his bullshit. These are especially irritating because you can't see the end of them until you get really close. No new paintings. $777. Jackpot. So I've almost been at this for 3 hours. It's not too awful, I guess. It's about 250 rooms an hour. Who's that? Oh. But yeah, so in theory, it means I should be done in about an hour. So that's cool. My brain is kind of slowing down. This is usually about, well, 12 is about the time I usually go to bed. Because I typically work. But I'm off this week. But my brain hasn't realized that. So it's being a real fucker. I guess we're done with the Silent Hill nurse. I do like the Doppler effect on the phone when you run around the room. It's actually pretty nice. Alright. I think I've seen both of these. Actually, that one looks new. I've seen that one. And room 800. Going to save. There's old Papa John's again. Alright. Going down. Alright. 198 rooms to go. Hooray. Obviously, I'm getting a little tired. $8:05. Let's see. Oh, I just remembered the other specimen that I couldn't think of earlier. Oh shit. That means that stupid thing's after me again. I hate this fucking thing. Just makes things so slow. Look at this, even running or walking backwards I'm faster than you. Okay, this is one of the ones I was thinking of. What is this? Wow, what a mansion inside another mansion. Maybe I've made it all the way to the end of the house. Maybe this is like a resting place or another entrance perhaps. Whatever the case, I think this is a good spot to rest. Let's see if I can remember all the freaking directions for this. Locked. Open. Okay. I can hear him coming down the hallway. I need to hide, but I don't know where. I now know this is not an exit or resting place. It is just another specimen room. I think he's outside the door now. Okay. Now this guy you have to hide from. I don't think he actually comes down this far. Oh, no, he did. He's got a big old sickle. If I remember, this guy is supposed to be a reference to the Clock Tower games. Where the dude has an outrageously large pair of scissors. Okay, he fucked off. Broken. Another note. this mansion is strange. I think the bricks and wood are actually just painted on. Everything still feels kind of fake. Also, I keep hearing movement and voices below me. Maybe other survivors are hiding down there. I think he is. I think he has a one-shot kill. Oh, there's a key. I don't remember for sure. I know he is in this area if you don't hide from him. I don't remember if he is if you encounter him just like out in the regular rooms of the mansion. Did I go in here? Yeah, I did. I don't think I went in this pantry area. Oh, it's locked. Well, we've got the bedroom key, so... Which one of these is the bedroom? This one? No, this is another room where you have to hide from him. Let's take his sweet-ass time. Come on, man. I got shit to do. Yeah, that is a very large sickle. Some folks call it a sling blade. He calls it a Kaiser blade. Oh, he dropped a key. Got the library key. I don't think I can go in this room. Oh yeah, I can. Somehow managed to get away, but I don't know for how long. I hear him even when I know he's not there. It's like he isn't even real, but instead my own fears manifesting themselves and stalking me. You can't hide this one, okay, so he doesn't come in here. Alrighty. Believe this is the library door? Nope. That one's broken, that one's broken. What the fuck's the library? This? Yeah, okay. The key. The parlor. Shit, I don't know where you're supposed to hide in here. Oh, there's a book missing. Maybe I don't have to hide in here. Maybe I can just bounce. I guess that's what I'll do. Get to the parlor. This is the one. Fuck. Broken. Open. No, this is the wine closet. Already went in there. This must be the parlor. Alright. There's the hiding spot. Take book. Take this book and shove it. He mad. He real mad. I'm gonna walk all the way into this corner even though I can clearly see you're not in it. I don't know, maybe he just has really poor eyesight.
I'm so lonely.
Oh, he's just lonely. Sorry, bro. Waiting for the door to shut. Righty. Ah, damn it. He must not have left. Or something. Oops. Not new game. Continue. Actually, I don't know what happened there. That may have been one of the other specimens. Now there's one that can get you if you stand in the same place for too long. Just run smack into the wall. Dun, dun, dun. I think 810 is when I get back into those rooms. Now that I know where I'm going. Yeah, here we go. Is there something on the table? Oh, there's no... Oh yeah, I read that one. I remember now, because it had the Resident Evil joke on it. Oh, I thought there was a key in here. I'm gonna wait for his bullshit again. Gonna go make myself a sandwich while I wait. It's kind of a bummer these individual rooms don't count as actual rooms. Brr. Maybe I have to wait for the music to stop or something. I don't know what happened last time. Oh yeah, that one doesn't go anywhere. The bedroom key. Those don't go anywhere. Oh no, I was about to head to the library. Whoops. Bedroom key. Hide. Can wander around in here too. I'm in your armoire.
You're wasting both our time.
No, you're wasting my time. I already did all this shit.
I see you.
No, you don't. You dirty liar.
Where are you?
I thought you could see me. Okay. You should be fucked off now. Key. Library. Key. Book. Hide.
You're wasting both our time.
Oh, come on. You're the one who pokes around the room for fucking ever. He's moseying. That's what I'll do. I'll make my own game, and instead of having creatures patrol, I'll have them mosey.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Maybe I got too close to the piano or something. I don't know. Please. Did it work? Yeah. Into the basement. There's floating poos. That's a lot of skeletons. Oh, wait. I have a theory. I think it's the pseudo mansion. I think it's playing with my head. I still hear him. I must find that man and kill him with the sickle I found in the forest. I guess I can go anywhere else in here. Well, I didn't find a sickle in the forest, but I found an axe. Chop. Another hiding spot. What's up, bro? Grr. She's gonna grunt menacingly at me. It's a good thing this was empty. Give me a few seconds here. Let me drop another key. Exit key. I don't know what that was. Oh, he's after me. Goodbye. I'm running. Oh, the fog turned green now. Yeah, well, now you're extra lonely because I left. I'm so lonely. I don't believe he does anything special other than follow you. Yeah. Oh, I missed what he was gonna say. No wonder he feels so lonely. I keep interrupting him. think I might have gotten away from him. That looks like a dog. Like a very eerie dog. Toast. That's right, you have to go this way. Oh, somebody following me? I don't know. Oh, that's the centipede. Ow. I'm gonna have to look up that thing about people of a certain handedness go a certain way, because I've read something about that before. I'm wondering now if it's like people usually go the opposite way of their hand, or the same way. Huh? This is one of those dead ends. Or not dead ends, but endless hallways. $8.57. We are less than 150 away. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't know why I keep going left. I was just thinking about it when I made a left. I was like, oh, I'm doing it again. Well, these I don't really have any choice but to go left. Squeak. Creak. Ice cream. Okay, there's something after me. Glad I checked. Old Grunty McGrunticus. Yeah, I was thinking about making an ice cream pun, but couldn't think of a good one. Almost to room 900. Wish there was a way you can increase your stamina in this game. Make things quite a lot easier. Ah, fuck. Alright. Ding. Jet. Alright, forward. Left? Nope. Forward. Right. Forward? Nope. Okay, forward, right, right. Shit. Right. Right. Let's do another right. Nope. Shit. Right. Right. Left. Okay. Coffee. Special Agent Dale Cooper's nightmare. He's like, coffee, no. How could you? Oh, wait, room 900. We've officially got 100 rooms to go. It's so nice they put windows on this. Get a really nice view. Alright, here we go. Got another computer. Anything new and interesting? I think I left off at 10, right? Yeah, okay. Specimen 11. Okay, that was the devil from the fast food restaurant. A floating red figure that was found inside a secret area below a large abandoned corporate office once owned by a restaurant franchise. The specimen is extremely violent and also seems to leave the house at will, despite various containment methods. Victims vanish on contact with specimen, but sometimes remains of the victims have been found inside the testing chamber days later. Proved not effective, as victims' souls do not remain after contact. Specimen 12. Okay, this is the Davis sickle. An old Victorian mansion that seems to build itself around its environment. The specimen sometimes chooses a host to possess, and then uses them to attack the subjects with various means depending on the host's characteristics. Not much is known about the origin of the mansion, but signs occasionally show an earlier massacre or tragedy has taken place within the mansion. Proved very effective, but varies itself too often to be a reliable method of extraction. And we got another page now. Specimen 13. An ancient water-dwelling creature believed to be a lost soul who died tragically during the deluge. Proved extremely effective against subjects that could not swim or fell for the victim's lure. Let's see. Is it specimen 6? No. Maybe it's 8. No. 9? Yeah. Oh, total fatalities went up by 1. Because he got me. And I'm pretty sure this still does nothing. Yep. Alright. Moving on. I still like coffee sometimes. It's just not something I've ever drank all the time. I hated it until I was like late 20s. I was working as a security guard, and we just had free coffee all the time. I mostly drank water, but um, one night I was like, screw it, I'm gonna try coffee, and we had pumpkin spice coffee, because it was around that time of year. Research report: 1, more whales are being shipped to the facility tomorrow, 1 for a health inspection, and 2 that are already dead for autopsies. More and more beached whales keep appearing around those islands, and I still can't find out what is causing it. But, yeah, we had pumpkin spice coffee, and they had these fancy coffee makers that can make lattes and all that good shit. So I made myself a pumpkin spice latte, and, dumped an assload of sugar in it. Whale 015D has died much sooner than I expected while I was away on holiday. I regret not being here, but I had estimated it would live much longer. The team that did the autopsy said nothing seemed to be wrong with the lungs, but the stomach had a circular hole about 2 feet in diameter all the way through to the outside of the whale. This pretty much confirms the parasite as the cause of death. But yeah, I did dump an assload of sugar in it, and I really enjoyed it. So ever since then, I don't mind lattes. I very rarely drink straight coffee. Research facility is now in dire need of more engineers. We have a whole block that is flooded and some vital staff are missing. Alright. I've always been more of a tea person than a coffee person. Did I read this one? Yes. I think, yeah, the water's too high. Okay, so I need to go this way. I'll go this way first. Oh well, I don't know the code, so. Broken. Take lantern, here we go. Read. Whale 014D has strange small bite marks. They appear from another smaller animal. But the strange thing about them is their placement. They are in even rows inside the whale's stomach, all about 5 feet from the bottom of the stomach lining. Whale 015A is still alive, but gets into fits of thrashing and is surfacing more often than natural. I think there may be a problem with its lungs, but I don't have any tools that will allow me to check it without it dying. I'll have to allow it to die from whatever is causing it and then do an autopsy. Right. And then I watched carelessly as the sea rose above the sky, casting waving shadows over the world. I saw the silhouettes of creatures both familiar and forgotten, and suddenly I found myself falling upwards towards an ocean of darkness. Wait. 4132, okay. I bet that is the code for this door. 3, 2, yeah. I hear a girl or an animal or something singing to me, pleading that I come outside my locked room and let the sweeping waves comfort me. We started bumps. I don't remember what this specimen actually, does. The lantern got snuffed out. Shit. This kind of reminds me of, it's a sequence in Amnesia: The Dark Descent. That's very similar to this. Note floating out there. All the staff is gone, only I remain. For no purpose I remain here resisting the call from behind the sealed door, but I will remain as long as I can. Don't open that door. I'll open if I want to. You're not my dad. Yeah, I need lots of sugar and creamer with my coffee. Which is probably a good reason not to drink it. Although lately I've been using artificial sweetener instead because I'm trying to cut back on sugar, because I have the world's worst sweet tooth. And artificial sweetener is okay. It makes me have to pee a lot. It leaves a weird aftertaste. I don't think I'm gonna get close to her. But other than that, I can live with it. She's still over there. I think I see something. Okay. Well, I guess I have to look at her. Well. Yep, evil mermaid. Alright, go for the door. Room 911. Never forget. Alright. It's... I'm gonna go for this one. No, I'm gonna go for this one. I think if you look at the bubbles of the water, you can see where she stops. So that'll give you an idea of how much lead time you've got. Well, I'm not able to see them at the moment. Nope. I either stopped working or I was imagining it in the first place. Here in a minute, I should get out of this section. I don't remember which Prince of Persia game that would have been. I've only played the first one all the way through the original and the Sands of Time version. I played, oh yeah, there's her trail. Played a little bit of Warrior Within, but I kinda didn't get into it. I didn't like how they tried to make the prince edgy and shit. Like, that seemed very corny even at the time, when that sort of thing was still considered to be cool. I was like, this is goofy as fuck. And then I heard the third one was better, but I didn't play a lot of it either. And I didn't play the fourth one at all, because that one was basically a movie cash-in. I've heard the reboot, like the second reboot that they did on 360/PS3, I guess it was pretty good, but I didn't play that one either. Yeah, Sands of Time, that one was great. I like the game Braid, which is a 2D side-scroller that uses a similar mechanic. The Dahaka, yeah, that sounds right. I thought that was in the second one. It was like the the time creature who's trying to set the timeline right or something. It's like a big black shadowy beast. I'm starting to think I will never get out of these water rooms. Because this is taking a while. Shit. I think the Dahaka was in Warrior Within. Like he was some sort of like time guardian or something, and he was trying to stop the oh fuck, I'm finally out of the water. He was trying to stop the prince from messing with time anymore. And that was like the plot of the second one, was he had to figure out a way to stop the Dahaka, I think. Or maybe that was a different Shadow Beast, I don't remember. I tried to play it again not long ago, so that's the only reason I really remember that. But, yeah. It also didn't run well on a modern PC. I bought him on PC ages ago on a Steam sale or something. Yeah, the prince was kind of a jackass character. Like, I get that was his point, but like, the second game, they're like, we're gonna make him say bitch, and he's gonna be all dark and cool, and it's like, this is like Todd McFarlane's idea of dark. It's a fancy looking room. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't have to worry about the water monster again, because there's no other rooms that are flooded. Yeah, Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire's just even cornier than usual. Yeah. I'm expecting you now, you bastard. Yeah, I didn't like Spider-Man 3. I didn't really like that set of Spider-Man movies that much. The first one was okay, but it didn't, like, the plot was so weird. It just, like, collapses into an ending, like, in the last 10 minutes, and, yeah. The second one was slightly better. Yeah, I didn't like the third one at all, and then I only watched the first Amazing Spider-Man, and I liked Andrew Garfield a little better than I liked Tobey Maguire. I just don't care for Tobey Maguire as an actor that much. I'm sure he's a great dude, but yeah. But I really like the kid they've got playing him now, Tom Holland. I think he shows a lot of promise for making Spider-Man a very lucrative franchise for Marvel Studios. Yeah, I don't think comic book movies are ever going to be over at this point. People have declared them over for many, many years. And then Deadpool came out and they were like, comic book movies are back. And it's like, they never really went away. And then they were like, comic book movies are dead again. And it's like, no, there's still tons of them. And then Avengers Infinity War came out, and people were like, comic book movies are back. And it's like, okay, whatever. Oh, I think it's just because comic books I've always been a rich source for people to mine from. It's just that people have been so reluctant to do it for so long because they see it as like a kiddie fair or something. And now they're actually like taking it as a serious medium and adapting the stories in a not goofy way. I got this thing now. Oh, that's not a door. That's a door. 40 rooms to go. Yeah, I never was a comic book person, even as a kid. But I liked the characters. Like I liked the cartoons and I liked the video games, but I didn't like actually read comics, and I still don't. Not really. And it's not because like I think they're kiddie or anything. It's just I don't know. I don't get into them. I guess I like things with more text. Not trying to sound like a snob or anything. There's excellent comic books out there and plenty of people like them, and that's awesome. Yeah, I've read some comics in recent years, but not a lot. Um, I was reading, shit, I can't think of the name all of a sudden. I'm fucking tired. It was a horror comic. I tried reading the Hellraiser comics because I thought those would be good since I'm a fan of the Hellraiser series, and no, not really. Not really at all. But yeah, I've read several horror comics in the last couple of years. Who is this that's following me? Okay. 20 rooms. Yeah, I had a buddy who had the Johnny the Homicidal Maniac comics, and I think I read one or two of them. Like, I was a very bad comic reader. I like to read books a lot, although I haven't done much of that in recent years either. And again, that's not to sound snobbish, it's just my personal preference. To each their own. I like digital comics more than I like paper comics. Got a handful of them on Comixology. There's some Silent Hill comics that aren't half bad. Stay away from the Castlevania comics, though. They're pretty awful. Six more rooms. Oh, save room. Put a little pep in your step. Alright, here we go. Yep. I like any kind of book. It doesn't really matter what it is. When I was a kid, I used to like read video game strategy guides for games that I didn't even own. And it wasn't until I got older that I was like, that's kind of fucking weird. It's because my mom worked at a place where she could get a lot of them for free, and she would just bring them home. And I would read through them out of pure boredom. I mostly like reading fiction. I've tried to branch out into non-fiction the last few years. Alright, here we go, room 1000. Woot. Oh, yeah, good. There we go. Well, they made this part look a lot better than it did in the original. It kinda looked like poop. Hooray! I'm free. This whole mansion was just a single block the whole time. Boo-doot. Fake sky screensaver has been disabled.
Well, you made it. Congratulations, I guess.
I guess.
Well,
I will chop you.
so now you must pass one final test. Prove your fortitude, your dedication, or something.
Okay. I really like this part. I just like the aesthetic of it and the design.
Logs they keep throwing out, and I'm nailing them together.
Now, I did some reading on this, and apparently that is a reference to Unit 937, I think is what it was called. It was a Japanese unit during World War II who would torture or kill and maim Chinese citizens. Okay, 731. And they would refer to the bodies of people they killed under code words, and logs was one of them. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do this. There are going to be several phases to it. Okay, I remember the hands. Yeah, you gotta bat him back and forth. I do remember. So yeah, it's kind of like, no, I don't think I can hit the red ones. I think I can only hit the orange ones. But yeah, it's kind of like Ganondorf and the, well, maybe I can't hit this. Ow. But yeah, if you're ever up for some nightmares, do some reading on Unit 371, because they were not very kind people. Oh shit. And there's a movie about them called People Behind the Sun. I watched that one a couple years ago, and that is a pretty messed up movie. It kind of reminded me of, what was that movie called? Salo? It's a very weird, erotic movie, but like with weird horror elements on top of the weird eroticism. It's a very odd combo. But it was based on Marquis de Sade's writings, I believe. Never try that. Oh. I guess I can stand there like a goob and get hit. Alright. Deal with his little underlings again. Got two with that one. Alright. Bring it home. Shit, I can't see. Oh, damn it. That sucks.
Well, you died.
Oh no.
Way, too.
How awful.
It's tragic enough for you to become a ghost.
Hooray.
Good job, by the way, making it this far. So buckle up, soldier, because now I finally think we have enough troops to invade.
Hooray.
The time has come, my loyal troops. No longer shall we be called cute or adorable. No longer will we be disregarded and ignored. For now, we are the most feared army in the world.
And that is it. It's made by a guy called Stealthy Moose, which is always good. But, yeah, that is Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion, also known as Spooky's House of Jump Scares. They had to change the name because, some haunted house in Germany sued them or something, because they're called House of Jump Scares. I assume they're attacking the living. I don't know. They're like, you dang alive people. They're like the crankiest of cranky old men. So thank you everybody who stuck around, which I don't think was many people, which I can understand. This game does get a little slow. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up for the night here. And there we go. Let me skip back. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. I'll be back later on in the week probably. I'm going to be playing a first-person shooter called Dusk. And yeah, hope some of y'all will come back. Have a good night.